Welcome back to the Meadows, leading up to race 4, which is the free-for-all of the night. And good field this. I mean, outside of the two main races, this is definitely the most intriguing race of the program. The favourite is Transponder. He is short in the market, joined by Luke Thompson. And Luke, last week, on face value, looked a little bit disappointing because I'm sure he's never been run down in his life. Was there more to that? I heard James Vandermark say something during the week that a muzzle might have been jammed.
Yeah, possibly. When I got him back in the catching pen, the catcher did say his muzzle was lodged in his mouth. So whether that happened during the run or if that just happened in the catching pen, not 100% sure. But if it did happen, definitely would have played a factor.
He's got box 1 tonight off the back of 11 outside draws in a row. You of the belief that he might want to push off the track?
It'll be interesting to see if he does want to push off the track. He's a bit more experienced now, so just hoping he can begin safe. And if he does push up the track, he might bring himself a bit undone.
Small field hunt, so.
Hopefully a bit of luck.
Luke Thompson there on Transponder, which is a really interesting situation. We just had to chat to him about the run last week, how on face value it was a little bit disappointing because one like him, you just wouldn't expect to be run down at all. But of course, reports come out since then that it could have possibly been a muzzle being jammed that's put him off in the run home, and certainly been an explanation for that. But we know in a long time prior, he's just been a dead set machine. He's one of the fastest dogs going around. Now, what the interesting thing is about his situation is his last 11 starts have been from outside draws, and that is what suits him. That's where he wants to be. So as analysing his situation, that's all we've been exposed to. So he gets in the box number 1 now for the first time in a long time. I really feel he's a chance to push up the track. So on the other side of the boxes, Captain Larry in box 8, so Gary Stun on his inside. Last week we saw him get down towards the rail. That allowed Captain Larry to have a dead set runway. In the end, he ended up knocking off Amron Boy and finds himself in a very similar situation here. This is a free-for-all. It's a beauty. Let's see how it's going to play out. Here's Dan.
Just about set to go. Last leg of the early quaddie. Just about set for the Green Light On podcast. Free for all. Favourite Transponder in the red. They're set. And away, it was only fair to go. Transponder, he wanted to get up the track, and Aussie Rocks found the lead. Second was My Bonneville, up to third, Captain Larry. Now Transponder to the outside, is starting to make ground. He's 4 off the lead. Next in the field then was back on the inside, Trending Zari, and 2 lengths away, Gary Stun on. Leader was Aussie Rocks, and it's 2.5 clear of My Bonneville running a bottler. Transponder's got it all to do, and I don't think he's going to get there. Behind them was Captain Larry. It's Aussie Rocks out in front, and Aussie Rocks all the way. Aussie Rocks beat My Bonneville, what a run. Third, Captain Larry, and Transponder's run into 4th. Followed up by Trending Zari, and last in was Gary Stun on. It's all Aussie Rocks in the end in 29 and 66. And Aussie Rocks has run them ragged. 5:05, 17 and 70, 29 and 66. Number 2, Aussie Rocks for Jeffrey Mitchell, is by Aussie Infrared out of Amlin Jewel, and it's win 12 from 24 and win 5 from 7 here at the Meadows. My Bonneville's run an absolute bottler in second. It was the 100-to-1 outsider running in second by My Redeemer Black Pontiac for Shona Crawford, and Captain Larry El Gran Senor Chilese for Brendan Purcell has run into third. Transponder was tardy to begin, then